What's up, guys? And well, it's been a whole year since I did the video titled Selection of Enviro200 and Enviro400 bus models. And yes, I have learnt to pronounce Enviro properly, or at least based on what people have said. Anyway, so that video just busted through the 500,000 view mark and still going up. Slightly crazy. I don't know how it got that many views, but I thought, well, why not do another one? But this time a slightly different selection of vehicles, and just randomly out of my collection I picked 7 London Enviro400s, some of them the same route number, which is rather funny. But without any further ado, let's start the video. So the first video I'm going to pick out is one of the oldest here, and apart from the Spirit of London, this is the oldest Enviro400 that we have here. This bus is in the traditional Metroline livery, and it runs Route 24. Its current destination is Hampstead Heath, and the Route 24 is actually a very short route. It is now operated by new route masters, but I must say I prefer these by about a mile. They are powered by the Trident engine, which is a Cummins engine, and they have the 4-speed voice, which was quite rare, and these were Euro 3, so they sounded identical to what are known as Trident ALXs. Now I'm going to try and open the rear and show you the engine. The engine is very detailed, as you can see here, and I personally think this is a lovely little model, even though this livery no longer exists. The next vehicle we're going to take a look at is another 24, except this one is running towards Pimlico. Now these buses look similar, because they're both Enviro400s, but there is one fairly big change. Now this one says another red bus going green for London, and do you know what that means? This is one of the first hybrid double-decker buses for London. This one says another red bus going green for London, as I mentioned, and this one is LX58DDO, which is EH5. So, while the EH has become a very prominent batch in London, this is what the first EHs would have looked like. So these are completely hybrid vehicles. I don't know how they are now. I would suspect very poorly maintained, but I can't say because I haven't ridden on one as of recently. This is the only hybrid vehicle in this lot. Next, we shall take a look at quite an iconic bus indeed. This one is 18500, which is now 19000, which is the Spirit of London. Now this bus was ordered in honour of the victims of the 7/7 bombing, which was a very tragic event, so I think it was a very nice sign, and it replaced the ALX 400 that was blown up in the bombings. I think it personally is a very nice movement by TfL, and I'm glad this bus is still in service as of currently, and hopefully it will stay in service for future generations. Livery-wise, this vehicle has changed quite a bit. Unfortunately, there were some people or young teenagers that set this on fire about 4 years ago, or 5 years ago I think now. But thankfully, of course, it was at the cost of around about £100,000. It was refurbished and given a new livery, although I do believe it has older blinds now. Engine-wise and chassis-wise, it's identical to the 24 here, except this one, as you may notice, is a 10.8 metre Enviro400. Now, unfortunately, the boot is a bit loose on this model, so I won't be able to show you the rear. Moving on, here is a bus that I'm sure is local to quite a few of you. I film this place regularly. I think a lot of people like the Bromley area. It's a really nice area in my opinion. This one is the 61, which is quite a rare combination. This one is a Euro 4 Trident engine, of course, Cummins. However, this one has a 4-speed voice, which is quite a rare breed in London. Quite similar to the 196 and the 406 here, which I will talk about in a second. Now this one is again 10.8 meters, but it's no longer in this livery because Selkent merged Stagecoach, and now it just although it is Stagecoach Selkent technically, this looks like a Stagecoach bus from the outside. If we zoom in, this is via Bromley 61, and this one is Stagecoach Selkent 19138 or LX56 EAW. If you watch my buses in Bromley video, which again sparked up in views, it's over 100,000 views already, somewhere in the middle that has this bus 19138, so you can see that. Definitely my favourite livery out of this selection has to be the 196. This was possibly one of my favourite buses in London at the time. This has the lovely London General livery, which I think looks phenomenal. And it still exists on some buses. This exists on Camberwell's E58 to E60. And that appears on the 40, which I've seen Double-Decker Anton driving. Top guy, subscribe to him, by the way. But anyway, this one, as it says, we're part of the Go Ahead group. And this is Go Ahead London's E4. I believe this bus has now been withdrawn following the loss of Route 196, but I'm not sure. I'm sure someone will correct me on that if I'm wrong. 196, and again, great combination, 4-speed Voith, much like 19138 here, and much like the 406. Great model. This one's definitely one of my favourites. Moving swiftly on, we're now on to a bus that I haven't actually ridden, but definitely one of my favourite models, absolutely. So first note with this model, this one is again 4-speed Voith. However, this one is working route 406, which goes via Epsom. The engine cover does indeed open. However, for some reason, with some of these Enviro400s, they just didn't make it strong enough, and it just doesn't stay open. I have this same issue with some of their ALX bus models. On the inside, if we have a look slightly closer, you can see it actually has red seating, which in my opinion is a really great touch. It makes the bus look really good, and if anyone would like me to review this model, which I haven't currently reviewed, I would be more than happy to, because I think it looks superb, really. And of course, the wheels are spot on all of these models, if I haven't mentioned already. And of course, the yellow mirrors also add a really nice touch, in my opinion. And it even has its running number. I'm going to say this is possibly the most detailed model Northcord have made. Models don't really get a lot more detailed than this, I'm telling you. Last, but most certainly not least, we have the one and only 9401 LJ56 VSZ. I have a video of this on my channel. This bus is absolutely superb, and so is the model. Now, what I love about this bus is it is on Route 452. Now, Route 452, or at least is, or used to be, one of my local routes, and it's great, in my opinion. It really brings back a lot of nostalgia seeing this bus. Unfortunately, I think this bus will be withdrawn come December because the 452 is getting hybrid Enviro400 and it's going to London United. That's going to be a real shame because I think these buses are superb. Even though a lot of them do raw, I think they are really great buses in my opinion. And that concludes the Enviro400 London video. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I put a lot of effort into this, even though it may not look it. You wouldn't believe how many times I've had to switch the camera around. It takes a lot of effort, and bear in mind, even though some of these videos may get a lot of views, they aren't professional. This is just being done in my home, and I'm doing it to the best I can. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you want to see more videos, then please subscribe to the channel, and I'll be more than happy to entertain requests. If anyone here has any models they would like to request as I mentioned, then please let me know in the comments. And also, I have around 68 model bus reviews, which is, admittedly, it's taken quite a lot of time to make all these reviews. So it would really help if you subscribe to the channel and also checked out the model bus reviews. I've done a lot. I'm sure if you're looking for a model bus, or at least a Northcord model bus, chances are I have reviewed it. And chances are I'll be able to if you request it. Anyway, many thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. See you next time.